Salam.
Itong gagawin natin ay napaka-importante. This is very important for the world to see that we are all ready to govern. So we have already executed the 104 Royal Decree, and this will be read all over the land. So before we start, we need to ask our beloved Allah, our Nene, to be with us, ang ating mga limaya. So Raja Mamay has to say the special prayer.
Assalamualaikum mga kapatid ko.
Waalaikumsalam.
Ang prayer na ito ibigay ko sa Grand Imam natin para siya ang representative natin sa mga alamgaid para mapatunayan ay tayo ay preparado. We are ready to form a parallel government for the federal multiracial monarchical government, Southeast Asia, Southern Philippines. Ang magpatunay dito sa atin ay mga lolo natin. Datihan dito ang representative natin na Tuan Imam Bata para mabigay na ang grasya as soon as possible.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Syukur, alhamdulillah. Thank you very much kay King Muhammad Rajab Abdul Razak Mamay Hasan saka si Queen Helen. Ito na ang dapat doon tayo magtagumpay sa kanila, tungkol sa kanila ang kapayapaan dito sa buong mundo, insyaAllah. A'udhu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin ya Allah. Amin ya Rasulullah. Amin ya Rabbul Alamin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa qala rabbukum uduni astajib lakum. Amin ya Rabbul Alamin.
Amin ya Allah.
Allahumma limaya inna allaha ya Ghafurur Rahim minal mu'minina wal mu'minat wal muslimina wal muslimat al ahya'i minhum wal amwat Rabbul Masariq wal Magharib sahadatid dunya wal akhirah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma rzuqna mutabi'atan wa ibadatan Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa awalan wa akhiran wa bahiran wa batinan wa qawlan wa fi'lan wa ta'atan wa ibadatan wa amalan syalan wa hada. Allahumma ahina bi'iyatil ulama wa mitna bimautis suhada wansurna yawmal qiyamati fi jumratil awliya wa adilna jannata ma'al anbiya alaihimussalamu rabbana la tudib qulubana ba'da idh hadaitana wa hab lana min ladunka rahmatan innaka antal wahhab. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Ya Allah, ya Aziz, ya Ghaffar, ya Rabbul Alamin. Ya Allah, ya Rasulullah, ya Rabbul Alamin. Ikaw yung makapagbaya sin kahanan, tiubal mo kamo, labi-labi hapangguhanan sin kami, iking na mo, iban sin queen, magpalidog sin Royal Imperial Lupah so, da napakatiluangan sin dunya, magmahalayak, ing kamalaikatan, tudyo patuhan, siyaksian sin sila. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ilallahi tawakkaltu ya Rabbi wala hawla wala quwata illa billahi lalwajim. Ya Allah, palagpasi kami din habala iban sakit takula asiwi ingkatan umagpang sing kahalan sing kakahilang sing king na muwan puin ano ayaw niyo paragpo sa impanampanisin sila paragpo sa niyo kamuing kadahitraan sin umat Islam di hababanang inda pakatiluan sin dunya. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. La ilaha Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamun alal mursalin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
magsukol ng imam. Sa ngayon, I would like to have a brief introduction from the part of the Raja Muhammad Kamal Mamay Hassan of the Raja, the ICJ Sovereign Judge of Sulu in North Borneo, His Royal Majesty Raja Muhammad Kamal Mamay Hassan of the Raja, Sultan of Sulu in North Borneo.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Mga taymangod ko, kakasih ko, kalasaan ko, iwan, masuok, malayo, ang kaapo na kita niyo. Yari na kami, ang Peninsula Sambuanga, magpasampay na sin ka sa bungalan, ibang magpasaplag na sin pamarinta sin Royal Imperial Lupah of Islamic United Kingdom of Sulu apagdahan sin King Iwan Queen akatan pagtaayunan sin mga taymangod na to Muslim taymangod na to Christian taymangod na to lumad iwan na sin kaiwanan lamod na sinakatan sabab in kita amuok na inanuok ato din kita kanapo Adam alayhisalam indisindan nato amuok na pagka kami kawakilan magpalantok sinsara sin kaadilan yasaplag sin mga gaib limaya maripawakil niya pa imang bata-bata hando kailo di na kita niyo mawaya in mula na to maubuhara in mga raayat na to at di na magkalimun lawa akakahinang si mga pamarinta wayroon kasi sayang nila apagkahin nila manusia supok na supok na supok na really na in cabinet sin prime minister ang sin king and queen line up sin four minister, assistant minister, pa chief minister, pa district royal officer, sampay pa barangay base. Sadya na kita mag-compete sin hula na to. Angan sin Federation Multiracial Monarchical Government, Southeast Asia, Southern Philippines as parallel government. Mayroon na mainang si mga local government, national government. Suway na sila sumupot at in-queen. Angan si unity. Angan si na coordination as one umbrella. Awayroon na. Pag-agam-agam na to, mga tay mga to politician, support na kamo, ay na kamo lumuwog sinsara mabuntol sinsara malano sinsara masawa maghambok na kita niyo ang kaapo na kita niyo ang pakitari mawaya pagkatawahan sin dunya in Royal Imperial nagpaon sin dunya nag-independent sin katluan tagula katluan tagduhula iwan siya yung kabubukaan sin dunya pasalin siya Sultan of Sulu in North Borneo nagdarasin sara mabuntol nagdarasin sara kawayaan sing kataan raayat akan na inang lumit ang ansin Sultan of Sulu ang mga taymangod na to liantik sin politik ang mga political sultan dilan pa sila kay mantahon mag-sultan din sila sultan na dunya o kung sila sultan na akhirat isan sabi ato dahon tara sila magambuok mawaya sila rin mawaya labi magsukul pasalin kita magpahabuhok bukod kita magkanak mga taymangod ko sa Bacano isa lang ang pinanggalingan natin huwag na tayong mag-away-away tayo ay magkaisa lang, isa lang ang hinahangad natin ay Panginoon Diyos, ay Allah. Wala nang iba. Kaya nga dito tayo sa Sambuanga, pantay-pantay tayo sa grasya. Walang iwanan, lahat mabigyan. Mga kapatid ko, yakan, sama, haaso, dan lahat ng tabi. Para abangingi, na ako ito ang tao ni sa ako magiling sama, na magtaumpuro tabi. Ha? Daan kang mag-iko-iko, daan kang magtumbi-tumbi, daan kang magpitna-pitna, magkatayo na itaasok sa mariakan, balangini, dalaha ng tabi. Ha? Barniya adu kahapan tawang kita magpurong sadya. Saudara-saudara saya dari Malaysia, kamu jangan lagi sukung huru hara di Mindanao dan di Sulu dan di Basilan dan di Mindanao. Cukup sudah, berapa orang sudah yang tertinggal, meninggal. Tak ada satu sen pun yang kamu bagi. Hanya yang kamu bagi kepada kerajaan Pilipinas saja untuk kasih mati rakyat miskin. Aku tahu kerajaan Malaysia, kamu tiada hak memegang negara Malaysia. Sebab itu aku punya datuk yang adakan Malaysia dan aku adalah cucu pengganti. Bukan aku menuntut sa Badan Sarawak. Itu sebab aku adalah cucu dan hak datuk saya, hak rakyat saya, kita semua bersatu. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now standing in front of you with the King and Queen. We have to announce the installation that Royal Imperial Lupah Islamic United Kingdom shall be rise again as the leader and as the kingdom and as the nation in the whole world. As what I always give you, our vision and mission is a very important. By the year 2020, we must have to get and to achieve that 5 goal for us to be in one. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of choice. No one is above the law. Equal sharing to all mankind in the whole world, regardless of tribes and religion. We are one as Adam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Raja Mamay, for the introduction covering up to Malaysia. As for me, I have to greet the entire Philippine nations. All of you, from the top officials to the bottom line, the barangay captains, we are happy to announce that what we have done since 2009 is now fully recognized by the whole world. If you will not stop doing war, chaos, disorder in the land of our forefathers, I am 100% sure you all end up in jail. Because there is a superior law that will cater below the Supreme Court, because we now, as the ICJ Sovereign Judge of Sulu in North Borneo, is above the Supreme Court. That is the reason why, as the Royal Imperial Lupah Islamic United Kingdom of Sulu and North Borneo, rulers of the East, we surpass even the banking institutions in the government of the Southeast Asian nation. You have belittled my capacity. You have put me in a very terrible situation. You have tried to malign me and the Raja. You even tried to kill us because you do not want us to come out for the sake of the poor people of Sulu in North Borneo, including the Philippines Islands, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Now I am back to Zamboanga, and I am together with Raja heading to Sulu for a very important event, that this is the start of the governance after we have executed the 104 royal decree, giving the entire cabinet members, the prime ministers, to govern as parallel governments in the Republic of the Philippines. We are not against any government of the Southeast Asia. We would like to tell you, I had been trying to give you recommendations. I had been giving you warnings that if you will not stop, you will all be in trouble because there is a law to run after you. Now, since 2009, I have been communicating to the highest court, Sabah, Sarawak High Court, to the Supreme Court, to the Royal ICJ, which Ricky Nathaniel, His Royal Highness, the Sovereign Judge of Netherlands of India, is already handling this case since 2013. All the banking institutions, all those that negotiating inside the bank, we know all of you top leaders, including President Estrada, manipulating our bank accounts inside Metro Bank. All of you that tried to represent the kingdom using our names, please stop, because nothing will be more of help to you. Instead, you will be put to trial in the Royal Imperial High Court of Royal Imperial Lupah, Islamic United Kingdom of Sulu in North Borneo. I'd like also to ask the Malaysian government, to Najib, your life is not enough anymore to carry all this mess for resolutions. It is time for you to bow low, because no matter how you try to resolve this, resolution is not coming from you, because the terms of 50 years to lead the Mabilindo is over in September 16, 2013. After this, what you have done together with the President of the Philippines, of the claimant Sultan of Sulu in North Borneo, all of them, Fuad, Modzoil, Pulalon, Shariful Hashim, the recent one that went to China, negotiation. The China government representatives, the Dragon family came over, but still, you are in trouble for misrepresenting us using our documents. That 500,000, half a million, is already a bait to all of you. So please come out now and come to me and to the Raja for your safety, because I will be running after the spiritual government, which today I have spoken to the former Prime Minister Jose Enrico that if you will not still play the role, then you will end up where? You are also old enough, and I told him, you want to play the role, I have challenged you in October 2014, do or die. Now, you did not adhere to my call. Still, a lot of them are playing. In fact, Firma Usman is already situating in Zamboanga, and they are already one by one going to our key leaders. I'm sure all of these key leaders, if they are not strong enough, they are good in telling you that they own the banks, They own the Philippine government dahil ang sinasakyan nilang barko ay talagang mananalo. That is the password. They have been trying to pay them to be away from us. Remember that? Kakaperma Usman, I have already spoken to Carmen Buencamino in February 1st, 2015, and you are to be blamed by them for misleading the kingdom. They thought you were true. They thought you can do it. But sad to say again, you messed me, and now I will run after you. Even if you are with Mayor Amin, you are with Nabil Tan, attorney, even if you are with Ochoa. But what happened to Ligwas and Mars? Because you tried to be with the Pendaton. You see now the PF, the Bangsamoro Islamic Armed Forces of the MILF. You have tried to mislead the entire nations in the Southeast Asian nations because you conspired with them. All of you, I have been telling you, even if you block me, even if you kill me, I will still have to rise up from my grave to save my people in Mindanao and Sulu. I know that I have faced a lot, but coming today with all the vigor to headstrong recall all the people of the world, the head of states, to come to Sulu, where they have gotten the source of origin, the 617,500 metric tons of gold. That is coming from Sulu. So therefore, after all these years, 300 years from Spain, ruled by Spanish government, after which we were handed to the British North Borneo of the British government, and after which the Mapilindo, no one of you dared to help Mindanao and Sulu. Instead, you put us all to death because you want us all to be Christianized. I am a Christian, yes, but I am an Islam, and I am fighting for Islam because this is the lineage where I came from. I am the secret of Sulu, and no one can take that away from me because I am sent by our forefathers to regain, to redeem what belongs to us. I know this is not easy for me, but I have challenged the entire world for the resolution of the global financial crisis and the resolution of the global climate change. Now the G5, Germany, England, France, all of you, Italy, you are equal to us, the Royal Imperial Pursuit. We were the superpowers in the past, and now I am redeeming it back together with the ASEAN nations. I thank all those elders of ours who are trying to move side by side with me, in front of me, and back with me, trying to really give me the strength to carry on despite of limited mobilization, no budget, zero budget, but the government of the Philippines, the Malaysian government are trying to spend 8.59 billion Malaysian ringgit just to kill us here in Mindanao and Sulu by allying with Murad, Iqbal, Jafar, Bunalhaq. All of these people are killers of truth and justice and killers even of the armed forces of the Philippines. The armed forces of the Philippines are also part of my mission because I am still the queen of the Philippine Islands. So, with this parallel governance, we will not destroy any governance, but we will rule according to what is given to us. The authority is coming from God, from Allah. Our authority is coming from you, our people. But we are recognized by the Royal ICJ and this title as ICJ Sovereign Judge of Sulu and North Borneo. His Majesty, Raja King, and me. Even if I have the special title of Queen of Philippine Islands, still the King is with me. So behind me is the king, and behind the Sultan is the Sultana. No one can break that because Malaysia and Philippines are married together. So this time, with all the destruction that they have come here in Mindanao, the spiritual government trying to reclaim, to redeem our bankings, our accounts, and one of those I have already spoken. They have gotten the name of Sharif Abu Bakar, trying to negotiate with the other countries, trying to be in alliance with 490 Mabini Hall, Malacanang Palace. I thereby challenge them again and again, stop, because our time has come. So, thank you so much, and I'd like to pose this question to our Queen 2, Royal Council for Islam. Being the Royal Council, the young Illuminata, Jamasali Sangkuda, you have seen our movement. You have seen how painful it could be. But now I am asking you, being one of the blood that had been there in Tawi-Tawi, we need you to synchronize. Are you willing now to really move forward for this implementation of peace, defense, economic in our land?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My answer to your question, Her Majesty, our beloved Queen Helen, I would like to tell everybody that up to the last breath that I have, I am going to fight side by side with our Queen and with our King to put up this special mission that they are planning for the whole world. I believe that this is the only way out. Please believe me, we have to work hand in hand and be united, and it is in unity that we can stand together and be strong. I am asking you, I am appealing to you, please wake up and stand up and be counted. This is the only way out. We have to be with our King and our Queen. Inshallah, let us all pray for a peaceful world, for a peaceful Philippines, and for a peaceful Sultanate of Sulu and North Borneo. I thank you.
Congratulations, Kakadian. And I'd like also to hear from you, the sister of our Chief Justice, the Tuan Pat Hajibon, Dayang Hadijah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Biyaon sway kita din mag-unite kataan, ba't lumantok Israayat, ba't dumayawin ula na to. Magamuk kita niyo hangan sin agama Islam. Thank you.
Yari pas na to pa ako ka nainang na to elder na pinaganti ka na pamulpisang kula kalasan na to governor at tinaangan sin Royal Imperial ang pamalintahan sin Royal Imperial Lupah na din pinagkakita of Sulu in North Borneo ipakontinue na to magbalik asang kula para lumulo magbalik ingan sin sangkula hangan sin pagambo, hangan sin kasila sa lalihaw na manahin mga ilubalo, ando kaido. Amo na yung ng nato elder, ganti sin ina, singki, iwan ina, singkwit, amo na idayang-dayang, aurora, mulpi sangkulan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, as what our beloved king and beloved queen, we have to unite. We have to fight for our right. And as what our beloved king said, we have to continue to work for the good of our place, like what my brother did in Holo. We have to continue to perform the goodness, mayroon pag puting-puting, pagtakaw, ikaway takwa, magulang ko yan to, ikasabi ko doon, I will not talk in Tagalog.
It's alright, it's alright.
Yung my brother, he did just to improve the place. Walang era noon na niya pa improve niya pa ang place, na develop niya pa all places. Maskin walang salary, all the people in Sulu volunteered to help him just to make Holo a peaceful one. Namun natin ikawaita ko kanyo ati ko, kaya nga tanyo ra unoy hinang sin late brother yato. So biyaon, continue na to, unoy hinang niya, as what our beloved king and beloved queen, amo yan to insumay urulon na to biyaon. We have to fight for our right. Magsama-sama kita niyo amon tulong, magamon parayaw simula na to. Thank you.
Mamaya sa kita manghati ang mga peacekeeper na to represent the Royal Imperial Lupah Islamic United Kingdom of Sulu and North Korea. Dua matay man din, upat matay naman sinupatay nga sina wala na to magrepresent sila bang unoing kahalan di Sambuanga Peninsula. Malaymog kita mo.
Please continue.
Sige na.
Malaymog kita mo tayo mamunta Datu Abdul Jibon at na mamaya siya mag-imungungan amapatut iwan na ahal sin Sambuanga Peninsula siya ay nakaingat sin kahalan di malaingkan at tumungog kita sin imungungan niya ikalingkat iwan ikarayaw ang sin pagkabuo sin Christian, Muslim, Roman, tribals iwan na sin kaiwanan.
So, well, anyway,
Action lang sa news. Akuan, Mike. Action na, Chico.
Assalamualaikum. Usad po. Yan na siya sa queen. Kaya po yun niya ako sa Pulamintan. Kung nabiya na Hispania si Santa City. Na nagtago. Inobservation ko sa Bonga City biyahon. Biya sa pantong niya kung matanam. Sabi naman na awag sa pantong agama Islam. Salan na biya na sinlima ba hindi man po. Kasi namin biya mga tapagkalo. Santa Barbara, ang mga estano, biyan, nawot na tawda na imbang sata, ay takahalan, takahatian, kahalan na tayo kung pangumuwi ang mga pikilan na hinang si mga dua pihak, parinta, iwan na si mga amoy nagalimuto ako pagsunod na ito isa, ang naisabi ni Dimato, lalo maka
ini balik halong pangatayan simpag datong simpo atin niya wiyan pamanila ang maya magmasakil inalaw din sambong kasi kaya suran sila ini panyap pistol palaw pag-ubos kaya harapan in mga tao yato. Pag verify sin pistol laon, to pistol iban sinang gatos punglo, pinalaw niya, ang watuin, nabalda in plano yato. Luman, nasagaw yung mga tuyad to, nagdamok baway waso. Bukun tao rin di kato, asamo nga sidi, bukun tao siya, bukun siya, din siya, tao rin ka Manila, di na Batangas. Pag sumunod sinadlaw na isa, amo na in pagbustak simbang simpitsag kawantag tagto kawantag upat kawantag limay ya mga long kaninang is naruman in sasakatan yusan yamit sin parika ay yamit sin amin nagbustak bukod day sa bindikato wat malingkan sasakatan niya to din na paranyaki din sa Manila na rumaan natin na di maambat in naladay in yatay na in nakaw na lawi kay man in haul na hospital haul na alam mo sa pangka na itukuran nila ini amo na kuno in piyak lalawag nila amo na in Marwan amo na in GI international terrorist na hawak to pagsunod sinadlaw ni matong presiding iban ni Maroas iban na ini pangabay niya amo na sa tuin pagpanaw si mga sap di na Sambonga City yas Tuhan ni Lubrigat yas Tuhan diheyan ding amo na yung pagpanaw magto pa ini mama sa pano amin ula yag punuan sakali ingwa sila in na masakit aroy ni aun pangadjian bat malengkan namay tayo ni biya day sa mga kakasi mga intelligent daw tawian din sa kanila namay tayo hinang inilaw niya biyan hinang naglaog hanggang sa hinang naglaog doang si pagpanaw sin mga sapyat to harap madto pamamasapan aw na advance intelligence aw na hangkapito biyan limabay na amo natin wa imbayta si mga katawte manguran aming mga lawn ka patasiyan akuha aw din na mga tumpukan hindi ituto mangunda dato grupo niya grupo Yusuf Dikiri grupo Simbasilan aming gobernador di Bataman innamay ta ini sarta amo na in sila miyana umantupan si Pakula ito diya kuno sila ini aw nahati niya panayam-nayam diya mga pagkalo pagbuno sakali ingwa sin result sinamin diya kalan natin niya amo na in pagmasakir sa mga pulis na amo ini itukuran singkatan ini lang niya BIP na lola misawab batin na may tayo BIP bukon kami nagkahinangan na may tayo sabi ng si Paklong tawihayan biya na sinimay bukon de sab sila magkahinangan na muyatuin observe na mo din alam sin sampong lasing kakahinang ini kakahinang karupangan kakahinang sin mga sila amin yan na mamarinta hari mabaya di hitok baling kapato singking bangkuin bihiyan sin Lupah suok iban sin Queen sin Philippine Island tiukasan nila yung parkala ini nagkinang sila ini biyak karupangan diya sa pantun drama na musato inamin kaya mga along ta observe ay namin observe na mo di alam sa sampungay ni na at malinggan na umatwati niya takaranta pa ay namin sumunod pa jumatubat aumpay ni masipa nag-iisunan si paktumpukan billahi taufik walidaya alhamdulillah rabbil alamin balik.
Siguro mga ay mumungan si Fish-Panner natin asang buong Peninsula na Torto at Ibon at pinaingkahalan ini itong bar na ito pa mga alam gaib at sila na yung makaingat bang uno'y utang nila sara ang mga tao manglulumbi sinula manglalarak sinula na namayta na sila kato sila na yung makaingat naubos na siyainan sintuan tarapulalanin mag-operation na sila ang mga utok pisa ang nag-uutok pisa amo na yung Dalobrigat amo na yung Yusuf Chikiri amo na yung Ataman amo na yung Paro Musin amo na yung Nanulja Apal amo na yung Tupayno yung mga sila ini iipon sila ihinang sila, irukangog sinkaman si Malaysia. Di kita mawaya na di ato. Subay na sila sipuhon. Pang sila rin sipuhon, di sila mayat magmamunga patuhan. Pati nato nila alam gaib limaya. Di sila makalanggal, di sila makalara ang kakahinang sinti ni Magwit. Isan sabi ato, manahingong kita at ay mahon na to, di Royal Imperial Lupah Fish-Panner si King Queen upat mata si Queen iwan King upat tay nga si King Queen manahingog kita ahal si Lupah bang uno in kahalan ay pasta na tay mangod na to ina to gani.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Ang ancient Imperial Lupah United Islamic Kingdom, apagmuhanan sin King, Queen, mauli kami, kasabuhan kami ni hati niya Sambuanga City bilang pagkapoy sa pangukda nga natumpukan sin Royal Imperial Lupah United Islamic Kingdom na natapitin kami hati niya nagsiril maasong sing kahalan sin susungon pamarinta sinula dahil hindi naman halupasog dagan panood po niyo sakop in Kalimantan iban simbulungan. So kahalan sin lupasog matampal katutan niyo katan mga taymanghod kikita natutan niyo in parintasin kita niyo katan halupasog wayron siya Christian Muslim katan, sa wat malengkan, ando kayo hula, ipaginuinusin kita niyo katan. Mangmayta, wayro na mamarinta, kita niyo bangsa ta, ina mamarinta sa diay niyong kahalan sinula. So dahil di hakita sing kami, yung kahalan ni taman ni kapaginuino, pasa tiap-tiap aon parinta, aon sa dikan sinraya. So, bangsa pa man niya insyan di kansin rayat bang parinta sari di suway magmasusahin na mamarinta harayat yung mamarintahan niya. Na ini bang takitaon dakan matudakan marisin rayat na ini ni way na sadya sa pupo pangayon tapatuhan tarapul alamin way ron makasadya itra. Tupot yan ala subhanahu wa ta'ala iban inhal singking ibang queen program na ini singtuhan tarapul alamin mamarinta in Imperial Lupah United Islamic Kingdom di Lupah. So murah-murahan di na magpahawa King, Queen, amuraya tuin amun ika dihil ko kay mo amun kaniwat katukan yung katan amun hati niya lahong ta amun panghimati amuray ni in solusyon wayron darugaying amun hibalik in hula bangsa labi-labin agama hangan sing kabayaan sintuan tarabul alamin mahuli wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Kaya ito ng mga tayo mangod na to imumungan sina Peace Banner din na Royal Imperial Lupah magsukol manahingog kita din na tayo manghud na to din na basilan Peace Banner Sinking Queen imumungan sa lingkat-lingkat niya basilan di na magbalik mabiyakain na tagna lilingkat na siya ang ansin Princess Nazaria.
Hangan sin Tuhan Tarabul Alamin Mount Paking iban singkwin na to murah-murahan yung kape ini lidagong misara uno-uno aatakan atau magdela ko isyo sa mga iwadya ko kaniyong mga politician isyo na kamoy na mamarinta ano pa pasilan ano pangayon na mo na kaniyo ay niyo naman papaglingukain man siya doon halaw kauman simbasilan so sa Malvisaya bang manjaray kaniyo katantan hati niya amo na inintabangan na to hatong sin pag-aga mabuntol iwan cara mabuntol iwan pagda haraayat haway roon pagdupang iwan pagrakal mahuli na wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Mga tayo manghod na to mamaya kita rumungog din na himungungan chief minister na to abasilan pinili siya si mga alamgay in siya mapatot mag chief minister si basilan isan siya tauso batin siya tao basilan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Salam. Your loving highness, Our King, Raja Muhammad Damai Mamay Hasan Abdullah, Your Highness Queen, the Chief Minister of Zamboanga, mga katimamuran lang ito, katan, allow me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Angan sin basilan sa hakatiluangan angan dasin ini Lupah Imperial. Dari aku dari ilan hati niya bisa nakuman tiu-tiu magdiri umungan kato niyong katan. Luang katawin amo na inkeng iban singkuit gives iniring haumba. Sila na ini in maggahit kato atawa magnakura kumawa magpalit sing kapatot sing kaapuan na to. Bangko kitaon matawod in nagpanuwano kumawa sing kapatot sing kaapuan na to sa malaingkan way kimudan ng kanila. At tanda sin amuin sila ini kimudan di babaya magkalo labi-labi na magpuno iba ni siu-siu ini group. Iyan maksud nila kumawa sin kapatot sin kaapuan na to hasupaya ipakapawa nila iyan pamarinta adil amuin kasanyangan labi na pag agama sin kita niyo kataantan halaw sin amuin luwal kaya pamarintaan nila. So pangayon ko kaniyo kataan usog bawae maas bata Uno-uno na bang siya? Doon nagkaayakan sa mga tausok at ang mga kataymang na to Christian. Dirihir na to in full support kanila. Hamag-uhan sin pagkawa na to mapalik. Sin kapatod, sin kamaasan na to. Wairon na waktu. Amura kumaninin waktu na to. Pang lumabay parang ngayon di na ako makaingat bang biyadi na nikakawa na to magbalik. Sin kapatod, sin kamaasan na to. So ay ka mo mag-deny, sin kapatod. Ay niyo din na ay kapatod na to. So ay tabangan na to in sila dua ini. Amo pagka ikaw ta in maksud nila ini pagkarayawan tao kung magbuno. Bisan mag-asang tumo, inshallah. Ilihan na to. In full support na to. Araw ang katao. Napangayon ko kanyo magbalik. Pangayo ko. Supaya here na to in full support. Ay kita niyo magbisu-bisu. Ayaw magbuta-buta. Singka pa to. Singka maasan na to. Amo in kawaon sindua katao ini magbalik. Asamon na luway kita niyo nakalaw. Kapatod singka maasan na to. Labi-labi na piyakuhan ng mga sultan na to nakauna ito. Amo na ini euro nila. Supaya magbalik. In kasanyangan, sin hula, sin bangsa, labi Allah, in pag-agama natin. Narin ako mabaya, narin ako magpahawa, sin imumungan ko, malayangkan, tungtungon na to, ayaw kita niyo magpiso-piso, ayaw na to linayon, in kapatod, in kasabundalan, sin hula. Na, mamayad ako kanyo katata, iwan ka sila sa, labi paking, iwan sinkuin, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Magsugulay ngumungan si Chief Minister na to sa Basilan. Nabiyaon mangayo kita niyo patuan na to Rabbul Alamin, labi na ako Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At ingkatan na himuhungan na to yato mangayo kita po Allah. At mapaambuniwan mga pangayuan na to dua. Gamanin katan umat niya mga angan sin Royal Imperial Lupah Islamic United Kingdom in Sulu North Polio, labi na mga namamarinta, national and local. We are inviting you to join our multi-parallel government. In dua ini atina dua makabuhog, iwan dua magpaampun kita iwan mapatuan tarabul alamin. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alif lam mim. Astaghfirullahaladzim. 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 Illa la ilaha illa wal hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilaihi. Illa jamil halki mimma tabi'aku wal iman wal islam. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim. Ya antal maksud minal jasad al-abidu wal ma'bud wahid. Wal amanatul Islam jihad fisabilillah, jihad fisaidullah. Al amanatul Allah fi rasulika sayyidullah la ilaha illallah wal awwalu wal akhiru wal bihiru batinu. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin arrahmanir rahim maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Shiratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul Allahu ahad, Allahus samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. La ilaha illallah haqqul mubin laysa kamitslihi wasyami'ul basyir. La ilaha illallah jalilul ya ajidul jalil. La ilaha illallah halisan muhalisan wa warahumur rahimin. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. لا إله إلا الله عليكم كل شيء فاعبدوه وبكل شيء وكيل. سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. لا إله إلا الله أنت سبحان الله إني كنت من الظالمين. اللهم اهدني فيمن هديت وعافني فيمن عافيت وتولني فيمن توليت وقِ رحمتك الشر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك وإنه لا يذل من وليت تباركت ربنا وتعالى فلك الحمد ولا ما قضيت وأستغفرك وأتوب إليك. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. اللهم اغفر لي ولنا غير الراحمين. Barakat la ilaha illallah, barakat si Muhammad Rasulullah, wala hawla wala quwata illa billahi waliyul azim. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, ana Muhammad Rasulullah.
Amen. Thank you so much and maraming salamat sa lahat na nag-attend nitong ating improvised. Lahat ng ating ginagawa ay para sagipin natin lahat. Okay? Sukran. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye.
Thank